Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A. Running a little late here for my September faves and flops, but definitely need to do this because there are a ton of things that came out in September and early October now that I thought you'd maybe find some interesting new makeup and hair and lifestyle things. So, hope all of you are enjoying this autumn weather. I love it, my favorite season. Already went to Vermont and actually the leaves hadn't really quite turned yet, but we did go into the Vermont country store. And looked at all the overpriced things, and I wound up buying a few things. Looking at the makeup was the same old, you know. They had the Cake mascara, and they had the Taboo lipstick, and they had the Tangy changing lipstick. It looks orange in the tube and then it changes to that pink color, and all of them were around $22. They had the Lemon Up shampoo and the Gee Your Hair Smells Terrific shampoo, for those of you who remember that. Yeah, it was okay. It's fun to get out. I always feel healthier when I go to Vermont, and it was really pleasant. There was a grist mill next door to the store in Rockingham, and it was operating, and I guess a chute with rainwater feeds it, and it turns the wheel, and then whatever the wheel's attached to inside will grist or make flour or whatever they do with it. I don't know, but I thought it was really a fun little trip. And the Big E this year in Massachusetts, I was there I took the day off from work, and the one day I had planned for my vacation for months and requested off was pouring rain. Absolutely pouring rain. But we had to go and see what the 1,200-pound butter sculpture was this year, and of course I had to try to locate the queen bee at the beehive place in one of the state buildings. And I was hoping to get a cookies and cream cream puff, but I guess that was a feature flavor just for last year, and this year's feature flavor was espresso cream puff, and so I just got the plain, but I always get a cream puff when I go. And you know, you can still look at stuff and everything. I went back again on a sunny day and enjoyed it much more, and I don't know, if you've never been to the Big E, you should really go. I do have videos that take you there with me. There's 3 videos, it's 3 parts, because you really are walking through the fair with me. And you know, it's just a lot of fun. This time of year is just great for those fairs, apple festivals, things like that. And speaking of apples, I did do a baking video recently where I made some apple crumb pie. And I had made 2 types of pie, but the other one came out so doughy. Oh my gosh, it was awful. Just, you know, plain pie crust on the bottom, and then a lattice top crust on the top, and then all the apples in the middle. But I made them in muffin tins, and it just made it so doughy. Anyway, I did order these online because I have a problem. Like, I throw all my clothes into a washing machine, everything. Bras and jeans and everything goes in together. I'm not a sorter. It's all got to be clean. Let's just throw it in there. And so when your bra hooks slang onto a sweater or something, you're in trouble. So I bought these bags off of Amazon. It was a set of 3 of them. And basically you put your undies in here. I fold the bras in half and stick them in here, and then you seal this up, and they have a little tab here where you push the the zipper head through it, so it won't undo itself in the washing machine, because you know, washing machine can really give it some duty. I didn't find a use for these smaller ones, but I think that this size was really nice. I did get mine on Amazon. I think you can find these anywhere, but what a convenient thing to put your bras or anything that has hooks on it, or you know, buttons, or anything that's got like prongs on it. Like sometimes there'll be like little jeweled buttons on a sweater, and they've got those little prongs on the side. Those can catch on other clothes, so these things work really nicely for that. I'm a big fan of this guy. It's B. Dylan Hollis, and he has a YouTube channel. I totally recommend watching him. He's just a cute as a button little fella that loves to bake and cook, and he's very expressive in the way he does things. And I actually recently made his ermine frosting recipe, and it was a big hit actually. But this guy, he goes all through the U.S. and famous foods from each of the states. So he, you know, when he talks a little about, you know, the states and foods that were famous there and why they're famous from there, you know, like key lime pie and, you know, stuff like that. I absolutely love him. I love watching his videos, and I do recommend his book. You may be able to find it in thrift store websites or on Amazon. I know you can get it. Definitely a wonderful book, a wonderful assortment of recipes, and yeah, great idea, great idea. So, speaking of cooking, I discovered something new this year. I've been baking since I was a teenager, so that's about 50 years of baking. I never knew about these things. This is vanilla powder, and this is vanilla paste. And I had no idea what these things would be used for, but the vanilla paste, I don't know if you can see in there, it's a liquidy, glue-like substance that has little pieces of vanilla bean in it. It's actually mashed up actual vanilla beans, and the seeds are all in here, and they're suspended in like honey or a sweetener syrup. And when you use this, it's ratio to a vanilla extract. But I used a tablespoon of this in my ermine frosting, and it just, you could see the little bits of vanilla in the frosting, and it was so delicious. Now these are more expensive than your basic vanilla extract, but they definitely give that powerhouse intensity for vanilla, and I totally recommend the vanilla paste. Now this one, you use 1/2. Like if it's a teaspoon of vanilla, you use a 1/2 teaspoon of the powder. It's extremely potent stuff. It's a pulverized vanilla beans, and I haven't used this yet. I'm gonna just pour some out. It smells like vanilla extract, but it does have some other things in it, sweeteners and things, and it's extremely strong. So you would use a powder like this in like whipped cream, or if you want like a wedding cake that, I'm not going to pour that back in the jar. I'm a hygiene freak, actually. So you could put it in anything like a wedding cake or white frosting or whipped cream or something you want to keep white. You don't want, like vanilla extract is dark, and even this vanilla paste is a deeper color. If you want something to stay a light color or white color, this stuff is really good. Now this stuff is expensive. This is the most expensive of all the three. These will run around $14 for a jar, and these will run around $19 for a jar. Vanilla extract will run around $8 to $10 a jar, and I'm not sure how they're going to price them up. I think everything's going to be going up in the vanilla industry because Madagascar is where they grow these flowers. You know, they come from an orchid it's an orchid bloom, and they have to be hand pollinated to get those vanilla beans. That's why you see the jars of vanilla beans, there's only like 3 of them in a jar, and it's like $10. Well, that's why. They have to be hand pollinated. It's quite a labor intensive ingredient to create. So I have not tried this powder yet. I've just heard really good things about it, and I'm going to try it in my cookie recipe. I did try this vanilla paste, and I absolutely love, especially the fact that you get the little dots of vanilla seed in your baked goods, and it just has such a wonderful, strong vanilla gourmand flavor. It's just wonderful. I prefer this. Now that I've used this, I can't go back to extract. I can't do it. So I'm going to be doing this from now on. The extract, I mean, and I never use artificial vanilla, never use imitation vanilla. That is just that's not even vanilla, really. But this, I'm looking forward to using this, and I just thought I'd alert you to the fact that these things exist and they're now becoming a thing in the cooking world. I've been under a rock. For hair, they didn't have my color during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. The Madison Reed, I like the Pisa, or I like, you know, one of the blonder shades, and they didn't have it. So I went over to Walmart. They have these now, and these are the touch-up kits, but they are suitable to do your whole head. They really are. And what I did was I painted them all over. I painted my roots, and then I painted in with my regular hair, and it made a really nice variegated look. And this isn't my hair right now. Well, it's my hair, but I mean, it's not my hair right now. Let's see if I can, yeah. It's a nice variegated look. This is my hair underneath. And it lasted so well. What a beautiful color. I recommend the Root Touch-Up Kit. It's the same price as what the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty on the regular headset cost. And it comes with a little mixing bowl and a little brush and everything. So I love this. So I got the light brown because I was just going to make like stripes, you know, of brown to go with the blonde and deepen up my color a little bit for autumn. But it's lasted now 3 weeks, and I think that it's a really good product. So the Root Touch-Up Kit, you can get this at Walmart. I think it's $17.99, something like that. Really good. I'd wholly recommend this because, you know, L'Oreal is $11 now, so you know, just a few dollars more and you get this really good stuff. And I don't go to the hair salon to get hair color. I don't go to the hair salon to do nails. I'd rather save the money and spend it on something else. My perfume, Middle Eastern one, Mashabaya. This is from Lativa, and this has a beautiful, it's got a smoky bourbon unisex kind of smell to it, sitting by a wood fireplace kind of smell to it. There's so many complexities to Middle Eastern perfumes, and I'm really getting into them. And Lativa is an inexpensive brand, but they have so many complex scents and they last quite a while. They're probably one of the more popular of the Middle Eastern perfumes, and they differ from the French perfumes because the base of them, I think, is oud, which is it's a rotten wood sap. I don't want to go too much into this because I think I'm going to do like a perfume video, but this was my scent, this, and just the presentation. I mean, look at the bottle is just beautiful. They really take care. With this one, with the camera bottle is, look at that. And they really take care. And now look what we got here with Fleur Vanilla. And this cost twice as much as those. But look at this bottle. You know, when you're spraying this on yourself, the vanilla skin, it's a beautiful perfume, but wouldn't you like to have it presented this way or this way? I don't know. Anyway, that's my perfume for this season. I'm rotating them, and I finally did let that one macerate. Is that what they call it? When you let it breathe. You have to let Middle Eastern perfumes, you have to spray them and then put them away for a couple weeks, almost like mascara, you know, like when you use a mascara, if you put it away for like a week and you try it again, it works better. It's same thing. The flavors develop better, or the scent notes develop better when you let your Middle Eastern perfume breathe. On a smaller scale, the imitation of Gucci Flora, this is a hand sanitizer I found in Walmart of all places. They had, I believe, 3 or 4 scents that were imitating perfumes, and they're in the format of hand sanitizers. So you know how much I love hand sanitizers, and I cannot for the life of me, I must have been to 12 different Dollar Trees. I cannot get hold of the apple cinnamon hand sanitizer that came out limited edition for autumn. One of the Dollar Trees told me that there's a lady that comes in and buys the whole box. She buys all of them. There's cherry, there's apple, cinnamon, and then there's another one. And she buys the whole box. I'm like, that's not right, you know, that's not right. And of course they don't care as long as they sell it, who buys it, but you know. Anyway, so this was, I think these were $3.99 in Walmart, and this is Whispering Woods, and it's supposed to be like Gucci's Flora, and it's pretty close, pretty darn close. For a hand sanitizer, it's a really nice, pleasant, you know, after you're pumping gas or whatever, you can spray some of this on your hand and it makes that process that much more pleasant. So I do recommend, at least this one was nice. And speaking of scents from, this is from Walmart. This is the tea tree. I got the shaving gel, but I really like the scent, and they had this in other varieties, such as, you know, body scrubs and body washes and stuff. And I think I'm going to get this Moroccan Rose in the body spray, and I see they have mists now, perfume mists in these scents, and this one was definitely really pretty. So I love the shave gel. It's very, very emollient as well as being what it needs to be. So for hair, I have been using the Rusk thicker hairspray. I think it works really nicely. It's a light spray, but it does have a good hold to it, and it will, like, if you put your hair into position and you spray it, it stays there. I mean, you could probably do a lot of fun stuff for Halloween with it too. Okay, I broke down and got this Prequil half and half. This is a wonderful base for your makeup. And half and half, it's like a toner and moisturizer together. I think peptide ceramide fluid moisturizer. This is a wonderful, just put a couple little dashes. Let me just, I hate to waste it because it's so expensive. I think it's like $25. You just need a little bit, maybe just about like that. And what I do is I rub it between my hands and I press it into my face. And I use that as a moisture base for my makeup. Prequil is Dr. Sam, you know, the dermatologist lady. This is her brand. You can get this at Target. And then Prequil may have their own website too, but this is absolutely amazing. You will not believe how nice your makeup looks when you use this as your makeup base. And this is something I discovered this past month. So kudos to Dr. Sam. In the MCO Beauty, they call it the 12 Icons gift set. It's their advent calendar for this year. It came out in late September, and it's just a picture of me here holding it. I love this advent calendar. It was under $20. I don't know if they have sold out or not. If not, they may still have it in Target stores or wherever they do sell MCO Beauty. And I loved it. It was under $20. You had 12 really generous portions of things. You know, they had the setting spray too, which was like Charlotte Tilbury. You know, there were a few things in there that I really liked. I really enjoyed. I especially enjoyed the little translucent powder because I have the light powder, and I'm going to actually go and get the big one of the translucent because it works so well, especially under the eyes. I don't know if you can see how bright my eyes are, but it doesn't dip into the creases at all, and it's a really nice little powder. It looks white in the pan, but it's actually quite sheer on the skin. I really like it. The MCO Beauty, the pressed powder. And then the Grip Primer, I did use that. I only use that in certain areas because I think I don't need to have a full-on primer all over my face. So I just use it in different areas. And I like this one. It's like the Milk Grip, the Grip Primer. So that was MCO Beauty. And also their little peptide lip treatment. This is the vanilla buttercream one. Absolutely delicious and really, really nice. It's very, very moisturizing to put on either in the morning or at night, or pull it out in the middle of your work day. Perfect little size as well. This came in that 12 Icons gift set. Oh, this was a big fail. This is the Diamond Perfector BB cream from Physicians Formula. Oh my gosh. This was so dry and patchy looking on my skin, and I wanted to love it. I'm returning it. It was absolutely horrible. And the colors were all like white girl shades, you know. There weren't any like diversity in the shade range. And I think, you know, that's a dangerous thing for them to do. And, you know, it's 2025 now. Yeah. I mean, the packaging is kind of cute. You've got the little tube. But honestly, this was one of the worst I have ever used. I can't even. Absolutely. Well. Physicians Formula Diamond Perfector, absolute fail. And it shouldn't be, because Physicians Formula usually has some fairly nice face products. So, yee. And that shade range, forget about it. I know. At the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, I did pick up the Teint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. And, you know, I had said before, I thought I bought the Double Wear Estee Lauder, but this is actually the Futurist formulation, and I love this. I've been using the Estee Lauder Futurist most of the month when I haven't been using this one. This one is a little creamy. I don't think this is as, gives me as much coverage as I would like. Let me just, yeah. Yeah, it's a good color. This is color shade 90, 090. I don't know, it's very complicated here. But Teint Idole concealer, it's okay. It just doesn't give me as much coverage as I would like, and it doesn't last as long as the Estee Lauder Futurist lasted. So this one, I really like this. I haven't tried the Double Wear then, I guess, so I'm going to have to try the Double Wear as well. But right now, this one's working so well, and this works nicely, but I think I don't know what I was expecting. I think when I go higher end with concealers, I expect more from them than, you know, buying, you know, something like this, which is quite sufficient. It works fine. Also in the sale, I did get a replacement for my Estee Lauder Double Wear in 2 and 2. I've also got 2 and 1 for the winter time. They were half price at the Ulta sale, and I do love the Double Wear foundation. If you use it the right way and you're hydrated correctly, it will last all day and it looks skin like it's beautiful. It really makes a difference. If you are taking care of your skin, makeup will look so much better. And also using that base too will help a lot too. So I totally, again, recommend using a good moisturizer underneath your makeup. Even if you have oily skin, you need to use some type of moisturization. Okay. This is Profusion. Why is everybody doing peanuts? I don't know, but this was the Duo Blush, Bouncy Blush Duo from Profusion, and you get a cute little sticker. Get a cute little sticker in with your blush. I thought thought it was going to be a cream formulation, because bouncy to me, I thought it was going to be like cream, but it's a creamy light blush. I have it on today, and it's just hardly anything to it. There's no pigment. No pigment. Come on, Profusion. Really? Really bad. Really bad. Mama's taking this one back. So this is the Peanuts Charlie Brown and Snoopy Bouncy Blush Duo. Really, really cute packaging on that, but it's going back. Physicians Formula won my heart back with this though, and I hadn't bought this in a long time. I think when they first came out with these, I bought them, but it's a trio of a light bronzer, a mid-tone blush, and a highlighter. And this is a really nice assortment for travel. It's lightweight, it's compact, and this bronzer works nicely for me, but I'm fish belly white. They do have a deeper version of this, I believe, for a mid-tone person. I don't think they really have anything for really deeper tones. Again, Physicians Formula, come on. Come on. Oh, just inclusive, you know? And it's like, okay, some would say this isn't my fight to fight, but injustice for any is injustice for all, okay? So anyway, this is a really nice assortment, and this one is the Muru Butter Glow Face Palette. So, very, very nice. From Physicians Formula, you redeemed yourself with me. I guess this company is not doing very well. This is Revolution Beauty, and I thought I would try one of their palettes. This is the Reloaded palette, and I'm just not finding it worked very well for me. I think I'm spoiled with better formulations from other palettes. You know, I have, in fact, my other star player for this month is a higher end palette, but it's just blah. You know, and all these shades tended to kind of look the same on the lids. Not really a whole lot of pigmentation. Very faint, you know, and you got to keep dipping in to get any kind of buildup, and then it disappears into the cosmos of beauty. It disappears. So a couple of the deeper shades did last a little bit longer, but the lighter shades and the mid shades disappeared. So this was a total fail from Revolution, the Reloaded palette. I don't know if they've just changed their formulation. I've heard they're going through some issues now, and I don't know how much longer they're going to be in business. These folks, however, have really turned their lives around. You know, with the new management takeover and everything, they got rid of the criminals, and they've got new people working in this. I wish they'd changed their name when they did that, because people still confuse the old Morphe with the new Morphe. The new Morphe is nice people who really want to make a go with quality products. And these eyeshadow palettes are awesome. I know I talked about this one maybe last month or the month before. These were the 12 pans, this was the Flickering Sands was the name of this one. Well, this one caught my attention, this little one here. This is called Rich Glitch instead of Rich Bitch. Rich Glitch. Look at these shades. They're absolutely beautiful. Really beautiful. These center shades, really nice. And then you've got some base shades here. You've got your light, your mid-tone, your deep, and then you've got this one, which I love to line under the eyes with, but look at the beautiful, look at that. And the pigmentation, you know, compared to the other palettes, this is just high-end. It really is. Morphe's really, really hitting it out of the park, and I think that these are really good. Get all this stuff out. Wet n Wild, of course, they always are featured either in the Halloween section of CVS or in Walmart on their own special end cap. Sometimes they'll blend it in with their Halloween stuff. Sometimes it's in the makeup on an end cap or something. These are the Fantasy Makers eyeshadow palettes. They come out every year with a slightly different color variant. This year's was particularly good. I know I talked about these last month, but I've been using them all month. And these colors, so nice, really nice. The green shimmers, I'm wearing them today. I mean, they, again, talk about pigmentation, you know? Pigmentation, the sparkle. I know they're in the Halloween costume section, and it's, you know, considered, they seem to be quite a contemporary item, but I really like them, and there's something you can use all year long. I've been especially enjoying this shade, this kind of light peach shade, and this shade I have on my eyes today. It's a sunflower yellow. Really nice shades for the season, for autumn. This is like the perfect autumn palette, and these run under $5, I think. They're like $4.99 or something. So depending on where your CVS is located, I know they price things differently in different areas, but I got mine in a cheapy area. It's only, I think, $4.99. What a great deal for these palettes. So I definitely, if you see them, you definitely need to stop out and pick them up. The last eye palette I wanted to discuss was Rust palette from Melt Cosmetics. I pulled this out. I bought it late last year, and I didn't talk about it because we were already into Christmas, and I bought it on sale somewhere. And the Rust palette has all your perfect autumn and late summer tones to it. The quality, just unbelievable. Here we go again. The one swipe can go all the way down your arm. It's just so elegant and wonderful. It's still on their website. It's still one of their main items. They also have other variants of color stories. They run probably in the $50 range, but definitely worth it. The formula's worth it. You can get them a good 3 to 4 years out of one. Definitely worth it. These colors are suitable for just about everybody because you can use you know, your lighter shade, mid and deeper tones for autumn time. It's just wonderful, and you can dip into it. If you're a cooler tone person, you're probably not as attracted to this, but they do have a cooler tone assortment that you may like instead of this. But this is the Rust palette from Melt Cosmetics, and I don't think I've ever talked about this one, but I do love it. Wet n Wild teamed up with, they do a lot of different, Wet n Wild does a lot of different special collection type of things. And this one is the Villains collection. I got the eyebrow pencil, and I'll be darned if it's not one of my favorite eyebrow pencils. It's not expensive at all, and this one has an unusual, you push it up and you can, I think you can bring it down, but you've got a little thing on the side, almost like a clicky pen, and you can just make it go up. It looks almost like a switchblade. It's so cool. I think I have the light brown version. It's the lightest shade. Might be taupe or light brown. But you can bring it back down, which was nice, you know, just by using this little tab on the inside here. I thought it was great. I like it. I actually make it another one because I know this is a seasonal type item. Got your spoolie on the other end, so this is really nice. So I do recommend this. This is on an end cap in Walmart, I believe. Also in that was this adorable sponge, and I tell you, Wet n Wild knows how to do their little sponges. Look at this little ghosty. I just didn't have the heart to use it, and I've had it for a year because I don't want to mess him up, but he's so cute. This year's is, and I wish they'd done brushes. Darn it, they didn't do brushes. Look at this. It looks like a fingerprint. So it's got that silicone fingerprint on there to press in your makeup. And it's a regular sponge on the other side, but I love this. Absolutely adorable. Looks like a demon fingerprint. So cute. Wet n Wild does brushes so well when they do these special collections. I still have, this was the Pac-Man one from I think 2018 or 2019, Pac-Man. I still have it. It still works wonderfully. And then the Peanuts one from, I don't know, it was last year or the year before. Yeah, they do such a good job with brushes and things. I just don't get why they didn't put some brushes out with the villains, because I think I would have enjoyed using them maybe with like a broomstick or something on the end. I don't know. They could have fun with it. So this was great. This was the thing. And last year's spooky one, this was the ghost sponge. Again, I just thought it was so stinking cute. I didn't want to dirty it up with my nasty makeup, you know, but this is just adorable. Has the little shape, the ghosty shape. I don't have to break down and use it because it's kind of wasteful not to. Darn it. So the sponges from Wet n Wild are fun and great, and when you dampen them, you don't know the difference between them and the higher end sponges. So really cute. Now NYX did a collab with Wednesday, the TV show Wednesday. You know, Jenna Ortega does a really good job as Wednesday Addams. And then there's like the Addams Family with Thing, you know, as the hand, and then there's Lurch and, you know, all that, Cousin It. I happened to see this display, and this is the NYX Wednesday contour set. But when I saw this, I said, oh, look at this eyeshadow palette. And I'll be darned, I'm wearing these colors as my eyeshadow today, and I'm also using these as my powder under my eyes, my contour here, and then just a little deeper contour underneath my chin. But they're beautiful eyeshadows, and look at all the product in there. Now this runs about 14, 15 bucks, but you've got 2 in 1 here. This is a true duo use product. You can use these as your contour and powder. You can also, and I'm telling you, they're very pigmented. Let me just put that on there so you can see it. Very pigmented as an eyeshadow. Who'd have thunk, you know? Because when I saw it, I did think it was an eyeshadow palette, and it was sold out. The other one that looks like a half moon filled with colors is a blush palette, and this is supposed to be the contour and lighten palette, but the other one had purples and pinks and mauves blushes for the same price point. I'm not as attracted to that, so I didn't purchase that, but I thought this was really cute. It's got Thing on the top here. I don't know if you can see it, his little hand holding the top on. This is the Moon Shifter Wednesday lip gloss. Let me just put it on so you can see it. I thought, what a pretty color this is. I didn't realize it was a shifter. And it doesn't so much react with your mouth as it does with the heat and oxygen. So you see it's this color. It has a grape flavor. And I thought, oh, this is nice. It tastes like grape. And I look in the mirror, I'm like, wait a minute. We're not even close here in the color. It's not even close. It's a nice color, mind you, but it's not this color. So you can see. Yeah, so it's a Moon Shifter lip oil, and it actually feels quite nice. It tastes like grape. I'm not going to return this. I really like the thing, and I love Thing's hand. And one thing I did not pick up that I was hoping I could get one when they go on sale. It's a phone umbrella, and it's got Thing pointing. Thing is the hand, you know, the disembodied hand that comments and stuff. But anyway, he's pointing, and you stick this on your camera, your phone. You stick it on your phone when it's inclement weather or if the sun's shining down too far, so that you can take pictures or whatever with your phone. And it's like they call it a phone umbrella. And I thought that was really a cool idea. It's just I don't want to pay 15 bucks for one. because it's a novel idea, but its thing made it really cute. So the Wednesday collection, to me, I really feel like I got my money out of this one. It's not being returned. I like the colors as eyeshadows, and I like the colors as contour. And I love this powder. The powder is really nice. It's very finely milled. Really good. So that was the Wednesday collection. Well, what I bought anyway. LA Colors did this series, and I forget which store this was in. I think it was Five Below that LA Colors had their display for their Halloween stuff. This was kind of a dark blood red ochre color. It is so hard to scrape this along your eyes. It actually scratches your eyes when you try to put it on your eyes, and I'm not going to ruin my eyelids trying to put this on. And it did not, on your eyelids, if you really push down hard, I mean, I really have to push down hard to get the color. The color is not bad at all. It's just that it's too hard to use it on your eyes. It doesn't transfer onto your eyes very clearly. So that was a fail for me. Maybe as a lip liner, if you're going really vampy, you could use this as a lip liner. But I did get the red lip liner because I was looking for a red lip liner and I wanted to go cheap on it. Now this one's too creamy. I don't get it. It's so creamy that it smears right away. It's not going to hold any of your lipstick in it. It's going to smear. And when it's a bright red, you really don't want a smeary, creamy liner. So both of these were a fail from LA Colors for different reasons, but I just cheap. Okay, just cheap. And I like to give them a chance because sometimes their formulations aren't bad. But after you've used nicer quality products, it's really hard to settle, you know. This is the Super Lock Brow Tint Glue from Maybelline. I really like this. This works nicely. I think the color is just a little bit deep. I would like to see a slightly lighter shade come out. Blondes have a hard time getting a good color brow product because the taupes tend to run a little bit too dark, or they go a little orange, or in the case of the L'Oreal pen, the one that has the two prongs that I really like, those all went red. Those had a red base to them, which I was really surprised. Even the lightest shade of that was too dark for me, and it kind of was a little red, but I love the concept of the two prongs. I have since rid myself of that. But I do like the Super Lock from Maybelline. I think the formulation is great. I love the brush. I love the product. It makes my brows look just a little bit less overplucked than they do. I'm really shocked that this impresses the heck out of me. This is my new Holy Grail mascara. Can you believe it? It's a freaking Profusion product. Yes, this is, I saw the sign on it, it said new, and it says the Faux Lash Effect Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara in black. This mascara, from the very first time I used it, look how beautiful the packaging is. Everything about this mascara is outstanding. It was $3.98 at Walmart. Profusion Faux Lashes. And I've got it on today. It does give you faux lashes. You've got to put it on slowly and carefully because it's a messy mascara. But my goodness. Oh my goodness. And it doesn't ding. It doesn't flake. It lasts all day, even through a work day. I have teary eyes in the morning when I get in the car. For some reason, I'm allergic to something, either in my car or around my car. And my eyes tear up, and this lasted through the whole day with no dings or anything. Looks great. This is an outstanding mascara. It does give me volume. It gives me length. It gives me those big honking lashes that I so love. The only thing I can say bad, and that's really a user error, is I will need to use a lash comb, if I put too many coats on, or if I rub my eye, it moves the lashes in together and they'll stick together. So you have to, you know, make sure you're done with all your eye makeup by the time you do this. And you can run the lash comb through, and that gets rid of the two, if they get a couple of them stuck together or something. But absolutely outstanding. My new favorite mascara, and it's knocked this one out of the ring, the lash wrap from Revolution. And if Revolution's in trouble right now, I'm kind of glad that I'm not going to be, you know, using, but this was second. I mean, this is my second favorite. It's still going to make my favorites of the year, if they're still in business. I don't know. But this from Profusion, of all places, Profusion. Faux Lashes Mascara. And I don't know if it came in another color. The black is okay. I mean, it's all right. If they have a dark brown, that would be even better. But if it only comes in one color, I don't care. I really like it for $3.98. Are you kidding me? And I tell you, it's not like I don't know good mascaras, because this was always the reigning queen in my life. This was, you know, the Thrive mascaras. Have always been a favorite of mine, you know, and the Sky High from Maybelline, L'Oreal Voluminous, you know, I have a lot of experience with lashes and mascara, and I'm telling you, this is probably the best I have ever used. But it is messy, so be careful with it when you are putting it in. So definitely. Okay, let's do the thumbnail picture. Okay, there's the thumbnail picture. All right. L'Oreal came out with these light crayons, and they're kind of cold when you put them on. It's kind of weird. I have the green one on today. I think I prefer, because it's such a big wad of an end, you can't do a lot of detail work with it. I would say it's probably a better idea to take a brush, you know, and get the color on the brush and work that way with it, rather than blobbing it onto your eye, because I had a heck of a time trying to manage this after I stuck it on my eye in a big magic marker stripe. It was really hard. These are great though. The gold one is nice, rivaling the About Face that I love so much, and then this green one is just gorgeous. And what's really strange is there's a cooling effect to it. I don't know what ingredient does that, but it's cooling. It feels cooling under the eyes. I really enjoyed using these in late summer, because we're still in 80 degrees here in Connecticut, a global warming thing that some of us believe is happening. Yeah, really nice. The light crayons from L'Oreal. I have this deep green shade, and I have a beautiful bronzy gold shade. Celestial Taupe and Twilight Emerald are the two shades that I have. I would get more of these because they are really nice. As far as eye crayons, I'm not comfortable drawing on my face and then smearing it out. I don't like doing that with my eyes. But I will use a brush and put it in like I'm dipping it into an eyeshadow pan. Maybe it's psychological. It's a user thing. But these are beautiful. Big fail, and this is from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I bought two of the shades because when I went in on the day the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Velvet, okay, and I got two colors because there was somebody demonstrating them on customers. I think she was using the samplers on people's mouths. Pretty packaging. I got colors in my wheelhouse. They're kind of matte, which, you know, I should have known better. I should have only gotten one shade. But they were on sale. They were like half price. So I figured, well, if I had bought one, it would have cost this. So I got two shades. One is more kind of tan than the other shade. So let me just, I'll swatch them for you, and then I'm going to put one on my lip so you can see. Kiss and Pink Sand. I don't know if you can see them. Absolutely look like they were going to be really pretty. Let me just take Wednesday off. This is Pink Sand. You see what I see? That's called butthole lip. Okay? Butthole lip. Everything's all cracked and gross on the inner rim of the mouth. The outer mouth, it's kind of an okay looking velvet matte look, but can you see that? Awful. Awful. Oh my God. I couldn't believe both of them were like that. And I couldn't get it to not look cracked and awful. Absolutely awful. This is Estee Lauder, and this is in the shade Modern Muse. I don't remember if this was on sale or not, but I just thought I should get something like this. It feels luxurious. Modern Muse. I thought I could use this if I have a really deep dark eye, which I hope will come back soon, please. This no makeup look is killing me. I just got, you know, I mean, I'm not stuck in 2016 or anything, but like these young people that don't want to wear any makeup at all, and it's just boomers wearing makeup. Come on. Come on, guys. Give us a break here. I don't look good without makeup. Okay, so Estee Lauder Modern Muse. I really am enjoying this one. Okay, my nail polish of choice has been Revlon. This is Teak Rose from Revlon. This is my favorite nail polish, I think, ever. It's really good, and in one swipe you can, I'll demonstrate, in one swipe you can just look fabulous. It's a wonderful formulation. Let me put my glasses on so I don't paint the rest of my nail. I'm just going to do right in front of you here. Let's see. Just one swipe. And this is number 161, Teak Rose from Revlon. It's still available in the stores. And you know where Revlon puts all their nail polishes? On the very bottom row of their display. So isn't that pretty? It's just perfect autumn nail polish. Dollar Tree. You know, there are a lot of things that are still worth it. You know, the $1.25 items that are still there, I think most of them are going up to $1.50. However, this was a clever idea. This fits into your car coffee cup holder, and it is a Kleenex thing. You know, for cold season, for runny noses, whatever. What a great idea. It's the perfect round size for that. Always, you know, like, because they don't give you a napkin anymore at the Dunkie. You can get the sloppiest, messiest sandwich from, you know, one of the takeout places, and they don't give you a napkin. And you ask for one, and they look at you like you're, you know, asking them to pull out a few bucks out of their wallet. It's like, just, you know, you give us some messy food. How do you wipe your hands when you've got gunk on them? What are you doing, you young people who glare at me when I ask for an extra napkin? So these come in handy for, you know, when the millennial and younger generation Y, Z, X, whatever they are, when they don't give you a napkin with your messy food. Couple different types of designs for this. I mean, it's just, you know, for a road trip or whatever. I think that's a wonderful idea because I have a box sitting on the passenger seat. But if I got a passenger in the passenger seat, the box gets thrown into the back seat, and then if somebody gets a runny nose, there's a little bit of finagling going on, you know. So this is perfect right in the coffee cup holder. So I know they have like the $5 stuff. This is well worth it. This is a 4% lidocaine pain spray. Like if you have any aches and pains, like I have arthritis, I mean, I can do the old lady thing and start telling you what's wrong, but I love this lidocaine spray, and they have a lotion as well that works just as well. This is the pain relief spray. It has 4% lidocaine in it, which is the good, I think it's the highest percentage you can have in an over-the-counter pain spray or pain lotion. So if you have a sore elbow, a sore knee, I have arthritis, the top of my foot hurts, you know, it's all kinds of stuff crapping out on me now at 67. This is great for $5. You know, you're getting the same dose that you would get with a higher priced product, and these can run $13, $14, you know, for a regular brand. So what a wonderful deal that is at the Dollar Tree. Not a wonderful deal, and I was so excited when I saw it. This is the Global Beauty Care Snail Mucin Moisturizer, and I thought, oh, this is like the COSRX, you know, my favorite, you know, I have a lot of COSRX stuff, and I use it a lot. I love the Snail Mucin stuff. I'm not freaked out by it or anything. So I thought, oh boy, if I can get it for $1.25, yeah. So it's a little jar, and you know, it's goopy. I expected it to be goopy, but I didn't expect it when I put it on my skin to be sticky. It's sticky. Oh, it's sticky. It's gross. And it didn't seem to moisturize. It was just sticky. And my makeup wouldn't go over the top of it. So, total fail for the Snail Mucin from Global Beauty. Yeah. And they, you know, this is an expensive ingredient, so I don't understand why it would cost $1.25. I mean, is somebody monitoring the amounts of products they state are in these? Do they really have those amounts in those? And it's not, there's no real percentage in there. I think it's a third or fourth ingredient is the Snail Mucin, but probably 3/4 of it is the other stuff, I think. I don't know, but it didn't work, and it's nothing like COSRX, so save yourself some money. I did like this one. This is the Be Pure Revitalizing Serum. It's got the funny shaped jar to it. This is so emollient and so hydrating. It's a serum, and it was $1.25. Yeah. See, I'm down on it, down to here. I've been using it for a few weeks now. I really like it. Who knew? Who knew? For $1.25, the Be Pure Revitalizing Serum. Also, there are 2 items from Dermacell that I'm really liking. The Oatmeal Milk Toner and then the Oatmeal Facial Cleanser. Both of these work really nicely. I think Dermacell is one of the better of the lines that Dollar Tree has. And I think these work really nice, like high-end almost. Yeah, because I was using the toner with my rosehip oil. I have some rosehip oil. I was using the toner with rosehip oil as a base for my makeup, and they were working quite nicely. You can use a toner, a milk toner, underneath your makeup. Also, this is the Glass Skin Glow, and this is, again, Global Beauty Care. I like this as a cleanser, and it really felt like it was cleansing my skin well. But I mean, I use a bunch of products after this, so I don't know if I can pinpoint anything. I can just say that my skin has looked so much better since I started taking better care and going through several steps. So this was nice. This Glass Glow Skin Cleanser was very nice. And I always have a backup of this. This is also from the Dollar Tree. This is the Glowing Vitamin C Facial Cleanser. This is the pale blush color one. I've probably used 6 of these now since they first came out, and they still have them in some of the Dollar Trees. So if you see this pale blush color, this is the best face cleanser. I love it. I use it in the shower every day. I love it. It's really good. Fairly new. They just started coming out with this micellar cleansing water, and it's a really healthy size. I mean, it's $1.25, and this one costs more. This is the Garnier. The smaller size costs more than this. This is a great deal. This is a very generous amount. You can put this on a little cotton ball and cleanse if you need to. You can fix makeup mistakes by using a Q-tip and you know, going into this and then into your makeup mistake. Really, really nice. Beautiful. I have to mention these only because they're so novel. These are from the Dollar Tree. These are car air fresheners. This one looks like a cassette tape, and this one looks like a guitar. And they had a red guitar and a yellow guitar, but the cassette tape was just this one, coconut vanilla, and this is the ocean breeze. Really cute, absolutely. You don't necessarily have to hang them from your rear view mirror. You can put them, you know, somewhere where you'll get the scent in the car. You don't have to hang them in. I just think they're just so stinking cute. For $1, these were $1.50 because they have the red dot. These are safety Q-tips. I have never seen this before. I mean, we all, you know, use these in our makeup application, cleaning our ears, whatever. These are safety tips, and I've never seen them before. I think they're wonderful. What they are is they've got the little tip at the end, and then it stops when it reaches the point of your ear where it shouldn't go further. It's safety. So for kids or grandkids, if they're over, and also you can still use this tip as a makeup, you know, cleanup. What a great idea, and I've never heard of it before. That's from their Assurance line in Dollar Tree. They're $1.25. You get 80 of them, I think, in this. What a great idea. It's you know, so you can see the difference here. I love it. Now, one big fail. One huge fail at the Dollar Tree was this. They have them, they're brand name nail polishes, and they have them packaged in the little gold foil packaging for $1.25. There's several different brands, different kinds. These things would cost a lot more money. Sally Hansen natural ones, these are the extreme, the foil, all of them, and especially this one, the Insta Dry ones. They are all old, and they streak and they don't dry down. They're too old, and I think that's why they got them at the Dollar Tree. They don't work, and what a waste of money this was, because they look fine. A lot of them you can see they're separated right in the packaging. You can see they're separated. This one, I wanted to use it for autumn, you know, for autumn leaves and everything, and it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So I don't recommend getting those nail polishes that are in the packaging, and I actually don't recommend their nail polish either. This one looked like such a beautiful color, and it comes out like a ochre mustard yellow when it dries, and it looks like it would be a pretty nude color. Very streaky. I had to put 3 coats on to even make it look it's solid, you know, it was terrible. So what surprised me were these two liquid blushes from Ioni. They were nice. Very, very, there is a doe foot with them. Let me just put this here and put this one here. These acted very high end. Ioni is a very nice brand at Dollar Tree for makeup. And let me just shear this out a little bit so you can see. These were very nice. They lasted a long time, and they weren't patchy. So soft pink and warm rose from Ioni. Those were very good. Oh, one more skin product that was new. This Hydro Plus. This is their imitation of the Neutrogena Hydro cleansing gel. Really, really nice. I was so surprised. The cleansing gel. And a similar looking packaging too, so you know what they're trying to imitate. This is the Extra Care line. They're the same ones who have the micellar water. The Extra Care. So the cleanser and the micellar water, really, really good deals. Still at Dollar Tree, there are some good deals still. So let's talk about Les Mercier. I have a little slide presentation here for you. Alright, so what did I get? I wanted to try the eye crayons because they made them look so elegant and so, you know, put together. This is the elegant looking one, Sable. So one end is a brush and one end is the pencil. Let me just maybe draw an eye for you. So the lighting must be really nice in, it looks like I have a patch of psoriasis. The lighting for the photograph of the model wearing this made her look so sultry and elegant and beautiful, and this was crap. La Mercier has been in Dollar Tree for years. You can find random things hanging up in the little makeup section. Lots of La Mercier stuff, including some of the stuff that's on this new display. It's a four-sided display. You have your face and primer stuff on one side, you have nails on the other, you have perfume on the other, and then you have lip products and blushes on the other one. And I was so disappointed. It were $4 for each item. This was $4. And regardless of what you got, it was $4. So this I thought would be a good deal. The La Mercier, this is the skin tint. And the shade range was very odd. They had like 3 Fish Belly White Girl shades, and they had like one mid-tone, one kind of mid-deep, and one deep, but not real deep. And they all kind of, they have the dropper thing, doesn't work too well. It was patchy, it was dry, it was cheap. This is the $1.25 stuff, I'm sure it is. They had the setting spray, which is the same exact setting spray they have on the card in the main makeup section for $1.25, but you have to pay $4 for the new packaging in that display for the La Mercier Pro, they're calling it. La Mercier Pro. There's nothing pro about this. I think it's cheap crap. I did buy the 2 lip things. This is jelly, and then we have a matte and we have a jelly together. $4 for the set of 2. That's a little better. But I just found that the velvet matte was patchy and awful. And very cool toned. And then the jelly lip, same thing. No thanks. Very cool toned pink. There was no scent to it, which is, I give it to them for that. But the set of 2 was $4. I didn't feel quite as ripped off with that as I did with everything else. The eye pencil, again, I just look like I have a patch of psoriasis on my hand. I put it on my eye and it was like, it's okay, you know, you can use it underneath the eye as a kind of an eye shimmer liner. This was total fail. I didn't try the primer, and I don't know, I just, for $4 each, I thought that was awfully high for what it was. And so that was a fail for me. That whole 4-sided thing was a fail. They did have nail sets, and I may try the nail sets. So I will be back with you soon with another video. I'll probably discuss skincare and perfumes. And I hope that you're all having a beautiful autumn. It's my favorite season. I can't wait to get out there and go leaf peeping. So everybody, you take care. You stay safe, stay healthy. I got my flu shot, my COVID shot, and my pneumonia shot. And it was very easy. Walmart did it absolutely for free. If you're on Medicare, you can get those 3 shots for free, and they can do them all at once. He put 2 on one side and 1 on the other. I felt a little tired at the end of the day, but it didn't hurt. And I think that that's, you know, I protected myself for the winter time because I work around a lot of people and some of them are not well. So, okay, just on that thought, stay safe. Take care. Toodles.